Warren Buffett is the CEO of Berkshire Hathaway, but he started investing in stocks when he was 11 years old. According to Forbes, Warren Buffett is worth $82.5 billion, making him the third wealthiest person on the planet, trailing only his friend and Microsoft co-founder Bill Gates and Amazon founder Jeff Bezos. When asked about his finest investing advice, Warren Buffett responded with this: "When a person with money meets a person with experience, the person with experience ends up with money, and the person with money departs with experience." According to Warren Buffett, the ultimate secret to becoming a great investor is experience. Buffett famously said that be frightened when others are greedy and greedy when others are scared. Warren Buffett is widely regarded as one of the finest long-term investors, so it's no surprise that many people pay close attention to his words of wisdom in order to apply them to their own life. With that in mind, consider Warren Buffett's investment advice. So without wasting your more time, let's move to our first tip, which is cash is king. Warren Buffett values cash and maintains a large amount of it on hand at all times. What's the reason? According to Warren Buffett, he keeps a large amount of cash on hand to both absorb exceptional losses and rapidly capture acquisition or investment possibilities. That is excellent personal financial advice. You should always have an emergency fund available for the unexpected, but you should also maintain cash in your brokerage account ready to go so that you may buy things on sale. Now let's move to his second tip, which is be fearful when others are greedy. Buffett famously said that be fearful when others are greedy and greedy when others are scared. This wonderful emotion applies to our stock market and investing system. The basic line is that you should avoid equities that everyone else is purchasing since they are most likely overpriced. Instead, seek for stocks that few people are following, examine their fundamentals, and buy if it makes sense. Now let's move to our next tip, which is investing is long-term game. Money does not increase quickly, and you cannot have a child in a month by getting 9 women pregnant. Warren Buffett is just stating that certain things require time, regardless of aptitude or tries. Long-term goals should be considered while planning an investment. Investors invest in futures and options in the hopes of generating quick money, but often end up losing more money. Warren Buffett never traded, intraday or positional. Warren Buffett also adds, if you aren't willing to buy a stock for 10 years, don't even think about owning it for 10 minutes. Now let's move to our next tip, which is always buy undervalued stocks. Buffett is a great value investor who seeks for low-cost stocks based on their intrinsic value. He calculates the intrinsic value by looking at the company's fundamentals for the last 5 years, if not longer. He is particularly concerned with the return on equity, operational margins, and the absence of debt. He evaluates the business in respect to its peer group to see if it is undervalued. A critical component of this is also looking for organizations with a monopoly or a distinct attribute that will allow them to be successful in the future. This might be technology, though Buffett avoids investments in technologies he doesn't understand, or management. All of these factors may have an effect on intrinsic value. Now let's move to our next and final tip, that is, don't invest in a company whose business you don't understand. This is one of Warren Buffett's most significant investment advice. People spend their hard-earned money just because they have heard something positive about a specific firm from others. Knowing the firm allows you to predict whether or not there will be any linked economic troubles in the future. There are numerous companies in the stock market whose operations are understandable to the average person. Buffett advises against investing in firms that you do not fully understand. These are the top 5 tips he mostly said in his interviews, and that helped me to add these tips in this video. If you feel that you get some new knowledge from this video, then please help me to get some subscribers. If you like the video, you can like and share the video to your investor friends, and I request you to subscribe to the channel for getting regular updates. And I promise you to deliver more valuable videos on finance and investment with some real examples and experiences. Thanks for watching the video. Please like the video. And if you want to learn how to make money in the stock market world, then there is the link to a free webinar where you can get some knowledge on how to make money with the stock market.